Okay. I think we're good. I think we're live. I hope we're live. Hello, everyone. I am sorry I took a day off yesterday and getting started very late today, but we're doing it. Okay, now here's the real question. Do I want to continue to use a controller, or do I want to use mouse and keyboard? I think I want to use a controller. Huh. We'll find out. Neil Brown, hi! How are you? Welcome, welcome. I hope you are having a wonderful night. There we go. Recenter my camera here. There we go. Load. Oh, love this game. Yes, confirm. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful night. Oh, right. Right, there were a lot of controllers. Oh. It's very late and I don't care. How are you? I'm doing all right. I mentally conflicted a little bit, ever so slightly. I skipped a workout for the first time today. I willingly skipped a workout, which is extremely rare for me. My back, I hurt my back last weekend, and I have not taken a day off since I tweaked my lower back, and it is finally catching up, unfortunately. And I got to the point today where I finally realized I'm like, today is going to be a workout full of exercises that are going to do nothing but exacerbate the problem. So I need to... It took me hours to finally realize, I'm like, I need to skip it today. So, like, So instead of working out, I came home from work, started watching a movie, and just fell asleep. I took a nap, and it was wonderful. Like, it's not something I do very often. Let's see here. Alright, I'm gonna let this just kind of go for a minute. I don't even know if I'm, like, really going anywhere. I don't feel like I'm making progress at all. It's like missions in the bottom, so... Oh, missions. There we go. Ooh, that's no good, but it is good you're taking care of it. Yeah, I'm really notorious for just, like, neglecting, taking care of injuries. Oop, just change the lights. There we go. That's much better. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I have a notoriously bad lower back. There is a particular muscle group that I have that has a tendency to pull real tight and remain tight for a long time before it works its way out. I've even been to physical therapy about it, and physical therapy worked when I went, and then I stopped going and immediately hurt it again. So that happened. But yeah, so I'm really bad about neglecting taking care of injuries for the sake of for the sake of gains. Um, but yeah, usually my big goal every year is to be as in shape and ripped as possible for Dragon Con. It's kind of like when bodybuilders have like, oh, I'm gonna cut and cut and cut, or like bulk, and then like cut right before like a big show, or like a stage like show, whatever they call them. I don't know. And then it's like right afterwards they're like, okay, now I can like relax and eat food. That's kind of like me for Dragon Con. I don't know why, I just really like to be in the best shape possible when I get to Dragon Con. And then after that, I try to give myself liberty to, relax a little bit and actually like take care of myself. And this is part of me trying to convince my brain to let it, relax a little. So, take care of this body while I have it. So not getting anywhere because space is really huge. Yeah, okay. yeah, I get it. Do you have access to somewhere you can swim? I really don't. I'm sure there's a pool around here somewhere that I could sign up for, like a gym with a pool that I could sign up for. But and that would be phenomenal because swimming I used to swim and it was really good. Like, it was really good for my health. And my general overall fitness. Like, my back's pretty good now, but like my back was like jacked when I was swimming. But no, I more than anything, I just can't afford it. I do not have a great salary. Yeah. So that's why I stream, and I do have an OF page. It doesn't really do much for me, but it's like I just can't really afford a gym membership. So everything I do literally like in this room, right behind where this chair. Really, I just moved this chair out of the way, and this is my gym. So I have a little minimal equipment here, like exercise resistance bands, like a doorway pull-up bar, and that's about it. I mean, I got a yoga mat, but yeah. I don't really have much access elsewhere. I just go outside and walk or do lunges and whatever. Anyway, I should probably not sit at a menu screen. Toggle which quest is tracked on your HUD. Only one quest can be tracked at a time. Select the name of the quest to expand the list of open objectives. Select any objective in the quest to track the whole quest. You can press the set course button to automatically navigate to your active quest's objective. Okay. Oh. Cool. Oh, press X to jump. Cool. Grav jump ending. Powering up grav jump. How do I do that? I guess I could take stuff off the lasers for now since I'm not in combat. Oh, dang. Oh, that speeds it up really fast. Entering patrol area, no contraband on ship. Okay. The better you take care of it now, better off you will be when you are older. I did a lot of skateboarding a long time ago and paying for all the fun stuff. For all the fun I had now. Yeah. I feel that. Being in the military, I definitely did a lot of dumb stuff in my younger age because I joined the military right out of high school. And that kind of just like, I was a young kid with like no bills and a paycheck. And I was like, and freedom to do whatever the heck I wanted. So, in other words, myself and all the guys I was stationed with, we did a lot of dumb stuff. You see sec failings too, unintelligible chatter, what's... Am I even getting closer? Like, can I actually just, like, fly to this planet? Or am I just, like... Do I need to wait to do the thing? This is all the arrows. What are all these? Trader Atlas?
Have a tight itinerary today, so I'd ask you to keep handling to a minimum.
That was really neat. I want to play this game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is actually really neat. Dumb stuff for some reason is the most fun. It really is. Like, we tried to learn how to do parkour. That was dumb. But it was fun.
If a place matters, you can bet the Trade Authority has an office there. Why? You looking to make a purchase? Happy to show you what I got in stock. I always prefer working with the Freestar Collective over the United Colonies. So much less red tape. But the UC is where the credits are. Allegedly, there were some Varun zealots in the area not long back. Hope they're gone.
Varun zealots?
Snake worshippers make my skin crawl. Plenty on offer, if your credits are good.
So I did too. I went splat a lot. Oh yeah, you tried to learn parkour as well? Yeah. I think we almost broke one of our guys when I was in the military. I swear it looked like we caught this on video too, and it looked like we about killed this poor kid. We were trying to learn how to do wall flips, like run up the wall, do a backflip, and first off, we're Marines. We thought we were invincible. We're Marines between the ages of 18 and like 21. We thought we were invincible. So we didn't use mats. We didn't like practice intelligently. No, we just did it outside in the grass. And on the side of the building. So one guy looked up like, oh, how to spot for someone who's like learning how to do flips and stuff. So it's like they run up the wall and the one person who's the spotter kind of like gets their hand under the leg and just like flips them around real quick. So it like they get the full rotation. Yeah, that didn't go well. There were two of us that tried to like spot him and like flip him. Well, it ended up there was like no momentum to flip, so instead of flipping, it looked like we literally just like grabbed him like under the leg and just like power bombed him onto the like did a double team power bomb onto the back of his neck. Oh, it looked horrendous. It had to have hurt like hell. And I wish I could find the video. I'll have to try a little harder to see if I can find it, but it looks terrible. I mean, it looks like we just killed him. Because he just, like, crumples into a heap on the ground. Yeah, it looks terrible. And he's just, like, in the video, he's just, like, face down. And you hear this, like, you hear the voices in the background. It's like, oh my God, are you okay? And all of a sudden, you just see, like, he's got his head down, like, you can't see his head or anything. All of a sudden, just, you get the little thumbs up. It's like, good. Oh, it looked terrible. I mean, he got up afterwards, but it was fine. But man, did it look painful. Yeah, we were dumb. We were, 18, 19, 20 years old. Thought we were absolutely invincible. Insert random cosmetic here. Uncommon organic resources. Item can be used as a component in crafting. Okay. Microsend regulator. I don't know what any of this does. Molecular save. I don't know how you pronounce that. Component in crafting. Okay. Yeah, I'm. You know what? I'm good. So what are all these? You see, United Colonies Econo Hall, Settler Econo Hall, Mule. All right, so where am I going? I feel like I needed like an instruction manual here. Like, should I be going here? Jemison. Yeah, I can't just fly to the surface. That's a little disappointing because it's like, oh wait, maybe I can. I'm seeing that number, this 67. Oh my god, I can, but it would just take an eternity. I'm that far away from the planet. Sounds painful. Yeah, Sailor Mercury, hi, how are you? I hope you're having a great night. Okay, we're not playing that game. That's gonna take forever. Jemison, open planet map. New Atlantis. A fracking station, okay. We are going to New Atlantis. Alright. Time to actually progress the story. Use the planet map to go to the planet. Sadly, can't fly into the planet. That's so disappointing. Like, that's the one thing I really wanted to do, is like be able to like swoop in and actually land the ship. That would be so cool. I hear you can do that on No Man's Sky, and I never played No Man's Sky. Well, yeah, the planet where we can actually breathe, so that means... Wait. Can we breathe? Who are you? That sucks. I feel you, though. Wait. How do I... Skills, inventory... Can I... Does it actually... Yeah! You can actually see my character. And that dope tattoo. Wait, maybe I should talk to this person.
And he's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Can you fly into the sun? You know, I don't think I want to test that theory.
Sure, how about it?
Ooh, stuff. Hold on a second, I gotta look up. Okay. So the challenge is to Dyson Sphere the sun, right? Dyson Sphere. Like, Dyson Sphere where you put like the structure around the sun, like around the sun to like to absorb all of its energy. Is that's the Dyson sphere, right? Nice and warm. It has lots of energy though. I could use the extra heat. I could always use the extra body heat. Maybe not that much, but I could use the extra. Oh, whoops. No, didn't mean to do that. Not again. Let's see what chips you have for
I'm sure you
sale.
can find something you like.
Of course, I can't afford anything, but not for 3,000 credits. Kind of funky looking. How much is it? Oh, 54,000. Yeah, I don't have that. 126. Yo, that looks dope. I like that. Big boy. I don't know why that kind of reminds me of the Normandy from Mass Effect, even though it doesn't really look much like it. I don't know. I'm just getting Normandy vibes. Ooh, that's fun. Wait, what's... Okay, so that's 126, 98, 265,000. Oh. A shield breaker. Okay, well, good to know those are there. Kind of get a rough idea of how much things cost in this game.
The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint. I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left, once you get into the plaza.
Wait, I can hire a crew? Yes, please.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Cool. Man, look at her go. Look at her run.
Wish that bartender at the viewpoint would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Round of O2 will cause CO2 buildup. What does CO2 buildup do? That's problematic. I just want to run around. It's like, what is CO2 buildup? Does that like... Oh, okay. When full, you'll take damage instead. Whoa, boy. Never mind. Oh, there is more of a zoom out feature. Okay, cool. Yo. This looks cool. It's a really pretty fountain. I like that. That sounds bad, really bad. Drains health, yeah. Noted.
This is New Atlantis Transit,
Ooh,
or
hello.
the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly
What?
to the Mast District.
Free transportation? I would love for that to exist in real life. Let's take a look at the Mast District. If only we could get to that stage of commerce in real life where we could have actual, like, free transit. What a pipe dream. CO2 buildup sounds like the effect when you try to breathe in a closed environment and have to remove CO2 or suffocate irregardless. It's irregardless. Of oxygen percentage. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Another day, another credit.
Oh. Trident luxury lines. Oh. It's just kind of cool imagery. I know it's a little low poly, but it's just kind of a neat picture. Woo! I wonder if I'll get better at jumping the more I jump. Like in, I think it was Oblivion where you could do that. Oh. We do have free transit. It's just slow and nice as fast as your... fast as your feet. Ugh. You're hilarious. Also, welcome. Yo, I thought those were aquariums. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Also, small detail that is really neat. Look at the reflection on the glass. Like, that's really impressive. Like, I know it's not a huge detail, but like, just like, you can see like the imperfections of the glass, and as it like kind of ripples as you go by, and then you just like see that perfect reflection. That's really... Wait a second. Scratch that. Not so perfect reflection. You can see the light posts, but the flags disappear. What? The flags are vampires. They disappear. They don't have a reflection. Vampire flags. One, even if you don't get better, it looks really fun. Yeah. Colony war? What's the colony war?
That President Abeyo isn't the same as her predecessors. That an adversarial UC is a thing of the past.
Does Radcliffe even need to be involved?
Those are awful bangs. I'm sorry.
Wants to foster relations, not fracture them. Keep up.
I'm not gonna lie, if I lived in this world, I would probably dress like one of these two people here. Though I like her outfit more. Sounds like we need ray tracing. I mean, they did pretty good, except like just that tiny little detail. Ooh, splashy, splashy. Why is the water green? Whoa. Is that Vasco? Why is Vasco just like running around the pond? Whoa, what's going on? Mining on Sidonia gives you red eyes? Is that what I saw? Where am I going? What am I doing?
Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Did I just get like a random side quest? I think I did. Yeah, I kind of like her outfit. Besides the flats, I don't really care for flats. Consider me strange, I don't know. Like, I have a pair of flats, don't get me wrong, but I needed them for a cosplay. That outfit is for the bourgeoisie. Yeah. Where the heck am I going? Over there. There's the dot. That's the outfit for the bourgeois. And here I am running around in full, like, explorer gear in the middle of town. I just want to see her from the front. Ah, she's so cute.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
She's protecting you from environmental damage. What? Where's your potato sack? Jeez.
Captain, everyone will be
I'm
in
not that
the
poor.
library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, what are they yelling about in there?
You two keep going on like this, and I'm banning wages. I'm serious.
We'll play nice. Just a little friendly conversation, Sarah. That's all.
Alright, let's see what's up. Ooh, cool ceiling.
We appear to have a visit.
I want a star ceiling like that.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Yeah, okay.
I see.
Straightforward.
Bosco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Discount. Excuse
And
me?
if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to neon.
I feel like that's a
But that
slur
didn't happen.
of some kind.
She's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point. Interesting.
Lights and
Similar to
music.
Barrett's
Light show,
description of the
baby.
Experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Contra, you expect us to believe in fairy tales?
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen,
Why does he look like
please.
such a conspiracy theorist?
I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see.
Sarah Morgan. That just sounds
When
like a
artifacts react to each other.
like an action hero
We
name.
already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have,
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
What if I don't wanna?
Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
I mean, it looks like they're probably part of a big circle.
they're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that.
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Contra?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what What are we going to do about our new friend here?
Oh, geez, makes it sound like you're about to off me.
Are you
Like, what the
ready to get to
heck?
work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? We're all here.
Yeah, what do you want
because we're
from me?
committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
I'm thinking about the reflections still. Check out your graphics settings, maybe. Okay, yeah, I'll check them here in a second once I'm done with this conversation.
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal, another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. You
I'm
should take
in.
some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway.
Jetpack!
Just mind your head.
Join Constellation. Yeah. Oh, I got 8,000 credits and a lodge key? Okay, cool. Man, they just, like, no indoctrination. They're just like, hey, you want in? Cool, you're in. Here's key.
Hey.
Dope boots. Okay, let's be absolutely honest. If I were in a world like this... How do I stand back up? How do I stand back up? How did I even crouch? Oh, there we go. Okay.
We've always considered ourselves explorers. This really is uncharted territory,
Hello there,
isn't it?
Vasco.
Greetings, Walter Stroud. How may I assist you?
Okay, obviously of the group here,
Just checking in.
of the group here, we've got
All
Mr.
systems
Stroud.
are functioning well within established parameters.
Stop talking for 2 seconds.
Of course.
He's obviously
I have been
funding the
given
whole
no
operation.
alternate instructions.
Don't like us called to actually
Curious
use backpack
feeling,
though. Oh,
knowing
boo.
that You've seen something that no one else has. That
But yeah,
you know
he obviously
something
funds
no
the
one
whole
else
thing,
does.
and just like is the billionaire with the like
I hope Barrett makes
an obsession with
I know
the
he gets
like
into trouble all the time, and everyone just
outside of just regular society. Then we have the obsessed scientist, like the intelligent one of the group. And then we have the obvious leader, the wrangler, so gets the entire crew together and keeps everyone in line. And then where's the other guy, the
Bet
Is
you
it
never expected to end up
Katri,
involved in something
the
like
conspiracy theorist. It's like Noel. I
Intense,
wanna...
wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noel. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing an artifact to us.
Well, okay, fine. I had heard.
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Oh, so Barrett's not just some like random lackey. He actually understands what's going on. He's not just like some scrapper.
Oh, right, that.
Yeah, what's up with that
If we're
vision?
approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon. He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't. Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both
She's
you
got
and
a good
Barrett,
point.
we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Oh gosh, no. I mean that's flattering, but really we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Honestly, this is like one of the most natural conversations. Like, this seems like a real, legit conversation. Cool, dude. Get a job. Get a job in the game or in real life? Because I have a job in real life. Thank you, though. I was wondering about other type. It's like I do have a cool dude. That's cool, dude. If you think I don't actually work, but whatever.
Everything all right? Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Oh. That's good to know. Okay. Place to get credits.
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right?
Fair enough.
Speaking of, if you're going to be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Good to know. All right. So supply the doctor, or I shouldn't even say she was a doctor. Supply the scientist with stuff to study. Organic resources help. Important things, right? Organic stuff.
There's
Got
a
it.
galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too.
Ooh, hello.
Walter's
Now you're
pockets may
speaking
not
my
be
language.
bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
Also, cool dude. Thank you for stepping into the stream and interacting. Interactions get me pushed up in the algorithm. So, thanks. There's something about a place for me
Planning
to
on sticking
stay.
around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right.
Oh, cool.
So you've seen the library.
I like her.
Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo
So,
has made
Noelle,
more than a few
Constellation
contributions.
living up to your expectations.
Excuse me, we're having a conversation.
Making sure.
If you need a moment of
Bright
quiet
young
now.
girl like you,
Emphasis
there are
on the
no
quiet part.
shortage of
At least
opportunities.
usually.
Do you mind? We're
Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago.
This is a
It was a
cool.
big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I love that ceiling. Little known fact: I used to work for an electronics installation company, and we actually put a star ceiling, an electronic star ceiling, in somebody's home theater room when it was in a house under construction, and it was really cool because at one point we so it's like blinking stars all over the ceiling, and in one section there was this occasional shooting star that would zip across the ceiling that we put in. It was really neat. It was one of the most challenging and obnoxious projects I ever worked on. but it came out really well.
Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Dude, this is a cool bar. It's rude to just come in a stream and randomly say that to the streamer. Cool, dude. Ah, it's what it is. As long as he interacts with the stream, it helps me. So hey, I'll take it. And besides, it's like I'm not offended. I have a job, so I have a day job.
So that'll be quiet and Mateo
Speaking of,
so
I have to go into work at 10, so maybe I should get to bed
I'm sure
moderately
Sarah
soon.
has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy.
It'd be cool to live in an establishment like this. That's a cool model. Yo. I want a big ship model like that. Yo, this is a dope looking room. This just looks really cool. Exotic bottle for selling that shit. You kidding me? 655. Nicholas Nickleby? What is that? Introduces all the rest. There once lived in a sequestered part of the country of Devonshire one Mr. Godfrey Nickleby, a worthy gentleman who, taking it into his head rather late in life that he must get married, and not being young enough or rich enough to aspire to the hand of a lady of fortune, had wedded an old flame out of mere attachment, who in her turn had taken him for the same reason. Thus, two people who could not afford to play cards for money sometimes sit down to a quiet game for love. Oh, Charles Dickens' third novel is the tale of a young man who struggles to support his family after his father inadvertently plunges them all into poverty, and then dies. Oh. Ugh. Okay. Same here. Was supposed to work Friday, but it got moved to Saturday because of storm in North Carolina. But the storm didn't really do anything here. Just overreacted. Wait, are you in North Carolina? I'm in North Carolina. Yeah. It was raining today. I think it might. I don't know if it's raining now, but it really wasn't bad. At least not in the part of the state that I'm in. You know, I actually really like this, like, shelf display thing going on here. I want something with, like, a three-sided glass, like, display right in the middle. That looks really dope. It's an extremely impractical but cool-looking mirror. Oh, I was gonna look at my, not gameplay. Display. Lenovo Display HDR. Oh yeah, I could do Ultra, but I have a feeling it's gonna like melt my computer. Oh yeah, that's already hot. I just realized. Crap, you reminded me of how soon I have to get up. I'm so sorry. Or maybe good thing that maybe you should go to bed. Get some sleep. I wonder if that actually changed anything. Reflections high. Oh, looks like the reflections were already on high. Okay. Render resolution scale? Ooh. Well, we're gonna see if this slows things down. If it starts to slow the gameplay down, I might turn it down a little bit. Sleep. fancy ice bucket. What is this? A digital picture frame. Chardonnay, okay. Plus 12% persuasion chance for 5 minutes. Minus 15% O2 recovery for 5 minutes. Oh, okay. That's amazing. Oh, I thought this was about to be somebody else's room. Nah, it's just a fucking storage closet. Hello? Yo, who's got the gym? Economic meltdown. Bat ball. Old Earth baseball. Do I steal it? I shouldn't steal it. Playoff baseball circa 1978 Old Earth Boston. Like the disheveled beds. Okay, this is kind of neat. Like it shows that someone actually like lives here. Starlocked board game. A deck of cards. Wow, why is the deck of cards worth so much? I want a succulent. All toy spaceship. What? A white wine drink pack? Is that a wine in a juice box? That looks like a high C juice box. Yes, please. I'll take that. Huh. Return of the Interceptor. Feeding the front lines. Hey, we got food. I want to just take all the food. I feel like I could use a utility knife and tape. Do I open without authorization? Oh. A box of tissues. You watch this be the deceptive one. This actually belongs to Walter, the rich billionaire guy. Alien Trilobite display? Ooh. Solar Frontiers game? What is it? Game piece of Snowlord? Ooh, what is this? Oh, giant tree medicine. What is this? Treats dislocated limb, fractured skull, sprained and torn muscle, designed to provide rigid support to injured limbs. Used to treat afflictions. Oh. Treats contusions, lacerations, and puncture wounds. This is cool. Okay, so like for crafting materials. I'll craft one of each. Be nice to have on hand. I should, but this is more fun. But crap. I hate sleep. It makes me miss stuff. Oh, trust me, you're not missing stuff with me. And if you miss anything, if anything wild happens, trust me, I'll catch you up later. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Okay, so if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the precipitate. I love that poster. That's adorable. That's really good humor. I like that. What is that? Oh, my friend Wilby. Oh, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not taking that. This is obviously Noelle's room, and I love it. Molecule extractor, hello. Eggman desk assistant. Oh my god, it's an Alexa. It's an Alexa device. Yeah, this is obviously Noelle's room. And the one right across the hall, obviously Katra, whatever his name is. The conspiracy theorist. Oh, I would hate having two doors like in a corner like that. I would hate that so much. Yo, who's sleeping on the floor? Yeah, who the heck's over here just like chilling on the floor like this? Oh? Who's doing math over here? Sir Livingston's second journal? I hear tell from some of the old timers that although the earth suffered from its sad fate, that her faithful companion Luna fared much better. Apparently you can still find the remnants of one of the old Apollo missions. Something of a secret rite of passage for chairs of constellation, if Banks was to be believed. During one of those rare interludes of calm while doing other research on Earth, I figured I could spare the time. I was, as they say, in the neighborhood. It took some serious scanning and a couple false leads, but I found it. To walk in the same place as those earliest of interstellar explorers. Unbelievable what they achieved with such primitive technology. I found the whole experience moving, inspiring. I will advise my successor to do the same. We'll make a proper tradition of it yet. This is an excerpt from Sir Malcolm Livingstone's second journal. See, I would have missed that. However, I am going to bed. I now have about 3 hours to sleep, and my phone is at 6% charge. Oh! 6% charge! Yeah, not good. Plug your phone in and get some sleep. Good night. Have fun and find all the things. Oh, thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. I do plan on trying to make this more consistent on a regular basis, so definitely keep an eye out. Maybe one day I'll start before 11 p.m. Who knows? Oh, random bathroom. Oh yeah, I didn't even think of like, where's the bathroom? It's a fancy looking bathroom. I just like this structure. Like this display structure just I think looks really neat. And they've got it in like different colors and different variations of it around this building, so I kind of want to build one of those in real life. Oh geez, who's got the fancy... Okay. Ooh, what is this? Grit stick. Oh, here we go. Text log. The following is an excerpt from a 2283 SSN news report about constellations near collapse. And other constellations' relevance has been a subject of much debate amongst the New Atlantis intelligentsia. The disappearance of founder Sebastian Banks was a blow most felt the organization couldn't survive. In fact, Constellation's disbanding seemed imminent until member Chloe Bao changed her vote in the 11th hour, thus ensuring the group's continued operation at least for the time being, as well as her unexpected appointment to the position of chair. Okay, cool. Fancy. This has got to be Walter's room. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see here. I breached the hull at approximately 1348 Sol time. As expected, all internal systems were offline. Emergency power had ceased to function years earlier, so I was navigating the ship in 0G again. Zero G. Again, I expected that. Almost immediately, I started seeing the bodies. They were everywhere. The crew, the settlers, all of them, drifting throughout the ship. What surprised me were the obvious variations in the causes of death. Those not in suits were frozen and fairly well preserved, and I imagined some of them actually asphyxiated. Others were emaciated, as if they had starved prior to death and freezing. Others had substantial wounding, gunshots, stab wounds. I even found an arm floating amongst the debris, but not the owner of said arm. That's disturbing. Where was it? It was when I got to the engine room that things finally started to make sense due to my approach. I hadn't noticed it from the outside, but half the compartment was actually gone. Completely destroyed. The helium-3 tanks had ruptured. Somehow sabotage? Faulty equipment? Wasn't clear. But the reactor was gone, blown into space. No helium-3 meant no jumping. No reactor meant no engines, no thrusters. That meant the Clark Lewis was dead in space forever. A few personal logs I discovered only confirmed what I then assumed. Life on the Clark Lewis devolved over the course of the next few years. Some people starved to death, others resorted to violence and even murder. There was even some compelling, though unsubstantiated, evidence indicating cannibalism. Oh, Donner Party! Space Donner Party! For the settled systems at large, the disappearance of the Clark Lewis is a topic of urban legend, like Bigfoot or the Roanoke colony. Part of the myth held that the ship had made it to some Eden-like planet where the settlers had established a kind of utopia. It's a hell of a thing knowing something an entire galaxy does not. Holding on to a truth so terrible, you're not even sure it should see the light of day. Chloe Bao's extensive 2282 report on the destruction of the Clark Lewis colony ship, which was reported lost in the year 2257, was a subject of much contention within Constellation. At a time when space exploration was already on the decline, Sebastian Banks feared that the horrifying story of the Clark Lewis and its crew would prevent people from venturing out into the dangerous unknowns of space. All right. That was disturbing. Yeah, that is a little disturbing. It is, Space Donner Party, but it's kind of a neat little tidbit of information there. Ooh, what's that? Fancy compass. This is great with lore in their games. They really are. I mean, what other game would have, what was it, Skyrim, the lusty Argonian maid. What other video game is gonna have a full-on book of smut as just like side lore in their games? All right, Asia Mamasa's diary. Seems like just yesterday I was pulled into this exciting new organization, Constellation. We would push the boundaries of human knowledge and experience, by exploring farther into space than anyone had before. For all into the Starfield. God, I was so young. We all were, but I was the youngest of us all. Now here we are on the brink of disaster. The colony war may be over, but the settled systems seem to just be waiting for the next one. Exploration is now, at best, quaint. At worst, irrelevant. Fortunately, and it was no small feat, I've managed to put together a list of potential new members. They are Irvin Madani, young biologist and physicist from the Freestar Collective, Barrett, promising young physicist from the UC, a colorful character to say the least. Is that racist? Wow. Alice Campbell, woman of action and pilot, claims to have flown every type of ship at least once. I love how Barrett just doesn't have a last name. He's the only one that doesn't have a last name. And then let's see here. Russell Luther, astronomer and former Freestar Collective military, argumentative by effect. Vizola Chen, philosopher, historian, specializes in humanity's early days of space exploration. Jintao Min, dedicated to finding truth among the stars. Neon Hitman rumors are troubling. Oh. A hitman? With any luck, this new blood will be just what Constellation needs to keep going. Maybe, hopefully. From the personal diary of Aja Mamasa, former Constellation chair. Huh. Yes, please. Yo, the bar's really dope. I like this. I'm just taking all this stuff to sell. I am a bad person. Sir Livingstone's journal. There's so much to read. Sir Malcolm Livingstone's appointment of the role of Constellation Chair was controversial to say the least, as he essentially bought his way into the position. Nevertheless, Banks's contributions to the organization were substantial, as evidenced by the excerpt from his personal journal. In time, the others will come to accept me as chair, I'm sure. Until then, I remain committed to improving the organization to the best of my abilities. And if those improvements rely even more on my already considerable monetary contributions, then so be it. I agreed we needed a robot, but disagreed with the purchase of a newer Model A. Luna Robotics is a shadow of what it once was. Instead, I managed to procure an original Model A. Oh, okay, so an original Model A versus a newer Model A. Got it. Manufactured on the moon. Bought him for a song. Found him rusting in some junk heap in Aquila City. I'm having him refurbished as I write this, and in a couple of days he'll be good as new. I've decided to name him Vasco. Vasco. And like his namesake, I imagine he'll be as flawed as he is effective. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for buying a flawed robot. My next step is renovating the lodge. Sebastian Banks has the good sense to name the building appropriately, but it's time to inject a bit of old world grandeur. If we are to be the gatekeepers of art, science, culture, and exploration, our headquarters must express that. It's time I called in some favors and searched in those hidden corners of the settled systems to procure the things that would truly make this place come alive. There are some treasures from old Earth that desperately need an appropriate home. You mean all the treasures that I've been like gathering to sell? Like the little piece of wood that was up there? Last room, I think. Okay, storage closet. Hello. Oh, I didn't go into this one. Well, this is a boring room. A weapon case. This has got to be, was it Sarah Morgan or whatever her name was? Oh, more books. Here we go. Crimson Cabin. 2301 finally saw the release of Crimson Cabin, Paul Lamont's long-awaited sequel to his novel The Fruit Cellar. Like his previous works, it sold in the millions throughout the settled systems. Freedom. Savory, delicious freedom. The hag smiled as she peered up at the opened trap door. She slithered rather than climbed her way up the narrow, rickety staircase. In seconds, she emerged from the fruit cellar into the cabin proper. Someone, some unknown ally to the dark, had broken the arcane seals that had been put in place years before. Sunlight, glaring and harsh, poured in through the open front door. And now, hissed the hag, I will leave this cabin behind and visit my beloved Vermont once more. Alright, simpler times. Let's see. The forward to a non-fictional account of the of life in New Homestead, collected from residents over the years, originally published in 2324. If anyone tells you, like the title of this book, that life back in the early colonies could be described as simpler times, they're full of it. The title, thusly, is a repudiation of the idea. Wow, words. I'm tired. You'll see the claims in various forms of media, brochures, and other corporatized devices that life was somehow simpler than we have it today. The portrayals in such series as the old family-friendly show Hab on the Ice, for instance, paint an idealized perspective of New Homestead that could be further from the truth. That couldn't be further from the truth. Life was never simple here. The people you're about to hear from, some dating back to the mid-2100s, provide a unique insider view into what it was really like on Titan. You'll read about their struggles in the New Frontier era, as well as more current accounts of what it's like to preserve that veneer while dealing with a galaxy that has moved on. Forward by Amelia Seged? And Carrie the Cosmos. First published in the year 2301, Carrie and the Cosmos tells the story of Carrie, an overweight, lovable, unassuming young gal who unexpectedly gained cosmic powers and used them to defend the weak and underprivileged. The following is an excerpt from that work. Oh, really? Asked Carrie as she removed the terry cloth tie from around her waist. Her bathrobe came open, revealing the unicorn pajamas beneath. Words. Just then, the tie transformed into Carrie's signature weapon, a mighty spear called the Unicorn's Horn. Then maybe you should pick on someone your own size. Me! Carrie hurled the spear at the robber. After all, it was incredibly rude of him to try and rip off her favorite Terra Brew. Terra Brew, I'm assuming it's like a Starbucks. It was incredibly rude of him to try and rip off her favorite Terra Brew when she was grabbing a latte. Yep. And pin the unlucky larcenous Lech's shirt to the wall. Wowza, said Carrie. Security in New Atlantis just ain't what it used to be. I love these little side stories. These are cute. This has got to be the like leader's room weapon case. Okay. I like how they give it just enough personality to where you can kind of tell whose room is whose. Alright, there's one other thing in my room. Chronomark watch case, okay. Alright. Oh, boardroom. Cute. Yo. Alright, let's actually get on with the story. I've been wandering around for like an hour. Yeah, Terrabu's the Starbucks of Starfield seen throughout the galaxy. Yeah.
Something you need?
Alright, let's...
I am at your service, Captain.
Let's see, what's everybody else up to? Get some actual conversations to just reading.
Well, I suppose that station
Really a lot of
orbit has
pressure
more
on
than
this,
paid
isn't there?
for itself at this point.
Is right.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
Yeah, thank you. Rude. You don't know me.
Yes, you're right. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
At least he is aware of himself.
Yes, well, a stock bar is a treat I think Constellation can afford.
Yes,
For now.
please.
But if you clean us out, you're on your own. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Respect. Okay, respect. Kind of company
We're
is
most well
Stroud?
known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
Not exactly. I haven't hit my head recently, if that's what you're
Not
asking.
exactly. No. But I suppose it doesn't matter. You saw something. Barrett saw something. That's an unlikely coincidence. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years. Me? Why, I'm the wallet.
Yep, of course.
Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if
Called
I
it.
can't put it to good use.
Called it.
I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Wait, Mateo, is he the conspiracy theorist kid?
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the lodge home as much as anywhere else. Bye.
Ask if you've got questions.
Are you Mateo?
Speak
You
up
are
if you have
Mateo.
ideas.
Okay. So apparently
We're all
you're
here for
smart.
the same reason. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you.
Theology.
It's really good to have you with us.
Theological scholar. I don't like it. Hiss, boo. What brought you to Constellation? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that skull cap he's got on is like made of tin foil.
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation.
Oh, neat.
After a long talk, I realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Well, that seems like a very rocky friendship start.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but you know, if the label fits.
You know, if something like this were to ever pop up in real life, that's exactly what all the religious zealots would say. It's like, oh, it's divine intervention. It's like, no, probably not. But you know, sure, I guess if that makes you feel better.
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it? I'm certainly not going to rule it out just yet. That sure lines up with everything else about these artifacts. It's all connected. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts. Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Oh.
Take care of yourself.
Interesting. Okay.
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time here. Business has appealed to me, but this is exciting.
Alright, I
know
guess I should
everyone's excited
actually...
by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
I really like her. But I think Sarah's cute.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
What do you know
Not
about the
much,
artifacts?
But you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do. I don't know what you've heard,
Yeah.
but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways. We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Sarah's my favorite. She looks adorable and I love the accent. I agree. She is adorable and her accent's really cute. I have a strong feeling we're going to get to a point in the storyline where it's like she's going to have like a stubborn side to her that's going to be a little abrasive. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. a volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to. We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together. You've done this before, eh? Wise words. We watch each other's backs. We'll be fine. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
So I'll be locked as your follower if you continue. Okay, before I make this decision to move on with the conversation, I want to point out something. Small details in this, like, look at her character model. Specifically, look at the, look around her mouth. See how it's got the little shadows?
Is there something wrong?
As she talks, you can actually see it like move in and out of shadow. Like her actual facial features are moving and it's catching the light. That's just really good graphics. It just kind of very fine detail. And like you could even see it, like she had her brow furrowed and you can kind of see like the wrinkles on her forehead. Like that's an impressive level of detail. Like granted, it's still Bethesda and it still has like the soulless eyes that stare into your, stare into your core. But like, other than that, like the actual facial features are really detailed. Constellation have a salary?
Besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all free, we do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit.
Oh, thank God.
We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
That's good to know. Let's
We'll
go.
head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Like right in between her eyes, you can see where it like she's even got. Yeah, like right there, you can see I think they're called like glabellar lines in between her eyebrows. Like every little detail like that. This is, yeah, it's like I didn't notice that, but that is incredible. This is the best Bethesda games have looked. Yeah, it really is. It really does look great.
I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means.
Fair enough.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Cool. I have crew member. Oh.
Carrying enough clutter there, or should we find some more?
Oh, that's right. I never did upgrade my skills, did I? I do have a skill point. Ballistics. Flying lasers pistol certification? Wait, then what's... That's right, I wanted to do... not stealth necessarily. Yes. Yeah. Cool.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
I sure am. It's a nice place. Oh, I am starting to get tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Oh, yeah, the game's starting to slow down a little bit since I turned the graphics up. Wow. I may need to, my frame rate just dropped significantly going outside. We're gonna go down to, whoops. We're going down to, this is what it was before. Okay, there we go. That instantly smoothed things out. That was the first thing I chose too. You need to increase amount I can carry. Yep, that's like if anything I've learned, if there's anything I learned from Skyrim, it's that increase your carrying capacity immediately. Oh, I'm encumbered. That's why she said that. Which is it? Inventory? Okay, yeah, I'm 5 over. Got it. Oh. Wait, what am I doing? I want to go back inside. I want to decorate my room. Instead of just dropping all this stuff, I'm going to have this collection. You can also get... Oh, I can give Sarah items to hold.
Check in with Mateo or Noel.
Ooh, wait, what's up here? Oh, it's a whole nother area. Okay. Whoa, oh, it was creepy. She's right there. Cool, get a little rooftop garden? That's neat. Okay.
Bunking on the ship, but nothing is better than unwinding in your own quarters.
She's not wrong. I like how it's like when you become encumbered, you have a little bit of leeway. Like it takes away your O2 levels versus like just making you super slow like Skyrim did. She's so cute. I'm gonna put down all these books, I guess. Guess I don't, yeah, I don't think I need all of those. Just put them all down in the corner. Oh, I will decorate that later. No, no, don't pick them all back up. No. Controls. Okay, miscellaneous. Do I need this for any reason? I don't think so. Definitely don't need a coffee mug. I was carrying 2 succulents. Spool and a wrench. Okay. Cool. Bunch of random stuff. Alright, let's actually get out of here and go do stuff. Ooh, fancy. Distracted, distracted. Get out of here, go do stuff. Actual storyline.
You see that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
What? Talk to the scientist by the tree. I'll have to go look for that later. Fancy. This is really nice. Like at nighttime is even cooler. Oh, can I just jump off of here? Just jump into the water? Can I swim? I hope I can swim. About to find out if we can swim. Whee! Alright, news. Good news, we can swim. Oh, so can she. How did you get... How do I get out of here? Uh-oh. Whoopsie. I have a feeling I don't want to fall down there. Oh boy. Is she gonna swim the whole way? Or is she just gonna chill there? Okay. You look lonely.
Wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
I don't blame you. If I lived here, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else either.
He's quite something, our Bobby, isn't he?
News station.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere.
That was a very roundabout way to get here, but I'm getting there. Wait, who's the citizen outside of Mast that was upset?
Sarah, another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship? United Colonies volunteer fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services. Chance to own a place in New Atlantis.
Ooh, I want to own a
Only way a
place.
foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in?
Yeah, I wanna live in my fantasy world of actually owning property, because I sure can't do that in the real life as a millennial. Zing.
All right.
We'll think about
Can't
it.
blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He
That was a
asks,
weird cut.
I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Well, yeah, what's
You're
wrong with the
kidding?
Sol
Lowest
system?
posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
What's wrong with Mars?
Oh, he goes way back. I think he was recruit number 81 or something. What?
Yeah.
Nah. Sol system is as quiet as a coffin. It'll be fine.
That means it's not going to be fine.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure
how it
you can
usually
handle
is.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Tell me about Sidonia.
You'll
Yeah,
have
where
to
did he
ask
find
him,
it?
But Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that. Yeah, bring a coloring book. Get so used to seeing red you'll forget what blues and greens look like.
Oh, jeez.
I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
We'll consider it. But there's also the Freestar or whatever, Freestar Alliance or whatever the heck the other name was.
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside.
You're just not gonna check if I have an appointment? You're just gonna let me go? I don't know where I'm going. I'm just picking a floor.
Keep it moving.
Nice building. I like how they're just letting me wander. cool. That's a heck of a view. Almost romantic. Wonder if oh, whoops. That's not smart. Yeah, that wasn't smart at all. You've gained an affliction. What's the affliction? Death? Gained an affliction. Get out of here. That is a cool view, though. Whoops.
Hi. How you doing?
All right. You know, it's after 1 o'clock.
Yes. You needed something?
I should probably save here and get a move on for the night, before I move on and actually progress with the story. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Yeah. I'm really bad about games like this with a lot of like lore and side conversations and stuff. I talk to everyone. I am very notorious for doing that. So I'm sorry if it's not your thing. Wow, did my game just straight up freeze on the menu screen? Okay, that's cool. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. But yeah, if this isn't your thing, feel free to step away until I'm done with Starfield, or come back for one of my other streams, because I will be playing other games in the meantime. But if you like just like steadily exploring worlds like this, then please feel free to join me on a regular basis. I know there's a small handful of you that like to stop in, which is really neat. I really appreciate that. But yeah, this is not going to be the only game that I play here in the near future. So, but it will probably be my obsession for a little bit. Anyway, in the meantime, I need to get going. I need to actually sleep before I go back into my, unfortunately, my day job. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. If you have not already, check the link down in the description below. It'll take you to all my other links, include all my other socials, including Instagram, which is where I am the most active. So come check me out over there. And I will see you in the next one. Thank y'all for the support, and have a wonderful night. Bye. Click.